Well, hey everyone, Helgen Knight here, back. Oops, I think my microphone may be. Way too far. Let's try that again. Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, that's not too bad. Oh, try that again. Anyways, Elgin Knight here, your Night Owl Gamer, back for some Pathfinder for our day stream. For a couple days off, where we left off is we just finished. Oh, we're getting some feedback. Sorry, guys. 1 second. Let's try this again. Okay, take three. There's a couple for the blooper reels if we have them. Anyways, as I said, we had just finished chapter 4 before the weekend hit. Killing Baphomet, getting some new mythic levels, getting some new gear in the Kloberg Isles, however that's properly pronounced. And we're about to leave. We're about to go back to Glorian. I believe this is going to kick off chapter 5. So I'm kind of interested. I think this is the final chapter. Don't know how big this is going to be, but it's been an interesting journey so far. I'm glad you're here to enjoy it with me, but enough talking, and hopefully everything looks in here is okay, but let's get back into the game. Hope everyone had a good weekend since last we were online, and good day or evening so far, depending on where you're catching me in the world. For everyone watching the VODs, say thank you again. Appreciate all the support. Let's get into some gaming. Something I will point out, in case anyone's paying really super close attention, although I doubt anyone is, we have made some small adjustments over the weekend. I didn't want to play without recording anything, and I had too much stuff going on in real life to be able to have a decent stream, but we did make some small adjustments to the team. Social, who had just kind of like a bunch of random stuff because we weren't putting a lot of thought into our leveling process, like the deep dive we did on certain areas, so we went and changed him slightly. What we've done is just change his mythic thing, so he has abundant spell casting. Everything else is the same, he just doesn't, he has abundant spell casting. And Tripclaw has become Sativa, namesake after my own beautiful cat, because Tripclaw we thought would be tripping, and it turns out when we selected Raptor, we fucked that up. So now we have Sativa, the tripping cat. We're looking forward to see how good she's going to be. But that's it. That's basically the main changes that we made. Now, we've done everything here. I'll get back to kill the queen, and there's an exit. That's it. We're also all buffed. I also took the time to cast all our buffs on everybody. Whether or not they're going to stay or not, but at least you don't have to start off the stream watching me spend 5 minutes clicking the buff buttons. But here we go. Back to the Nexus. Don't know what's happening. We were gone for 6 months. We did not expect to be gone for 6 months. Sure. Because remember, one of the things we could have done and we didn't is we could have asked... Yeah, not liking this, not seeing anybody. Well, some of the wardens have left, right? But we could have asked... We could have left guards here with Noctula, and we chose not to do that because we didn't trust her. Alright, the place is still... I'm surprised it's still sanctified. Yeah, okay, yeah, here we go. On the bright side, this should be somewhat of a joke. How does it just mean you're not hearing... I'm not hearing any game sounds. No, that's the next one.
Something bothering you?
There we go. A little weird. I imagine, yeah, there's gonna be more fights here. Also, again, not super worried about any of these conflicts currently. The numbers that we're doing damage-wise are pretty insane. Oh, did Nenyo use up all her... No. You're not. What the hell is she doing? he have all the buffs going on? I feel like he should have like sea mantle and stuff. Oh, we have. Yeah. He has permanent that now. Don't feel like we want to use during energy summon monster overwhelm my presence. That's fine. Greater angelic aspect, frightening grace. That's grace. Oh, we did all this already. Weird. There's this effortless armor. Makes sense. Oh, never mind. I thought he got like sea mantle for some reason. Apparently he doesn't. I must have been dreaming. Alright, back into it. What are these? Okay, that's what the two guys were wearing there. Why the spider is up all of a sudden. What's this? Oh shit, we should have left guards, chat. Oh no. We didn't use her ship though either. We took our own ship. Sorry, girls, we didn't know. We didn't know. We were gonna take you up. Ah. We would have had to have taken Noctula's ship, and we didn't trust her. Be in the cave.
Let's get to it.
Nothing down here. Anybody? Anybody? I thought maybe we were going to have to deal with someone hiding down there. Oh, I feel bad about not leaving the guards behind, but I didn't trust Paticula, so I wanted, that's why we paid for... What's this? What was that? Hello? Fuck these fuckers. Go say Darren.
Finally.
Fighting here for 6 months by themselves? Oh my god. Oh, the kid's still here. Everyone is dead. I'm very sorry. I would have helped them if I could. What happened here? A portal opened in the mines and demons came through it. They were scared and they were everywhere. They destroyed the camp and all who lived in it. I wanted to help them, but I couldn't. I had to hide. How did you survive the slaughter? Those who wanted to harm me are dead. There are certain powers within me that even demons fear. A darkness both ancient and fearsome. Demons call it telepathic. When it spilled out, they died, and those who survived fled in terror. It was very unpleasant. The Quillipos, enemies of the demons since the time of immemorial. When they come, death reigns. The succubus looks at Exorges as if he were a venomous creature, but the fear in her eyes quickly give way to shame. Forgive me, it is not your fault. Most mortals view me the same way, as nothing but a monster. It was wrong of me to say that. Could your powers be the result of your mother's experiments? Mother was interested in the things hidden in the depths, the places undisturbed by moonlight. I do not know what it is. Whether it was that touched me doesn't seem to have a name, because names are alien to it. What is this camp? It was a camp for those who saved Halashura. When you disappeared, they didn't want to return to the demons, instead chose to stay. Over the past month, they settled in, but there were too few of them, and when the demons appeared in the mines, they were slaughtered. I found everything I want to know. It's good that you were here. I was afraid that Ishtar's dark waters had swallowed you. Are you ready to go to Lauren and start a new life? Exorges is silent, looking at you intently. There's a hint of fear in his eye. Fear in his eyes. At last, he gives you a hesitant nod. Is it going to be a journey? Never been on a journey before. Okay, we had no idea that who else did. I've only saw Darren and Ember so far.
Sure. Ready.
I haven't seen Wooljeff, haven't seen Greybor. Oh, Lan had to be there because we saw Yoshi. There's Ember. Please, I don't want to fight. Oh man, every time we talk to them, they die.
Let's go.
Darren, what the fuck? You meet the gaze of your companions. It seems they don't expect your appearance in the necklace. What happened here? Darren brushes it off as word. Nothing more than a pack of terrified demons who jumped out of a portal and could only howl and wave their claws. Nothing of note. Where'd the camp come from? These poor souls had to survive somehow. This place is surrounded by the wild wastelands. I knew it at once. I needed to help them and set up camp, build shelter, and start hunting and heal their wounds. And now, everything is ruined. They're all dead. Back. It's time to head home. Ember wrings her hands. How wonderful! I knew you were alive! You were in my dreams, fighting the elements, descending into caves, diving in the darkness away with fire that lives in your heart. I understand. Dude.
Let's get to it.
Like everybody else. Like, this is it? This is your... Oh! The other ones are just possibly all dead. Shit. No, chat. No. We might have to roll back, like, way back. I don't even know if we have a save that far back.
Finally.
Be a bug maybe, but I feel like
Sure.
their inventories should be like in my list, like here, like at least I should be able to see their stuff. Like they should. Mind you, I don't see Darren or Ember either. I'm in like super worried mode right now. Also, I don't know how to get out of here.
Any shortcuts?
Yeah, Articula has blocked our path back to the city, obviously. We can see there. What happens if we select rest? Do we see our team now? Okay. Very confused. What's the quest log say? Very concerned right now. I also have no idea where I'm supposed to go.
All right.
Oh, it's right. Oh, there. That's where I'm supposed to go. Okay.
The commander found himself in a Lashanira, the very heart of enemy territory. Much to his credit, he managed not only to pique the interest of the Lady in Shadow, but to defeat Baphomet himself. But after these adventures, does he still remember Galarian and wonder about its fate?
I wonder about my party's fate right now. Every Lieutenant campaign is similar to chess maps. Okay, we don't. In the commander's absence, Queen Gallifrey assumed control over the Crusade. She independently made a number of decisions regarding the development of the main aspects of the Crusade. Hello? Guessing just by seeing that, it's still the same old dialogue as always. There's Nenio, there's a Sheila. There's Ember.
Go on.
There's... Motherfucker, he's dead! Or he's sleeping very soundly. Oh. Chat, I am very, very worried.
Finally.
I hope I can res them. What the fuck is going on here?
Want to fight? Sure.
What the hell just happened there? I had to test something. I'm super. What the fuck? Like, what the fuck? Oh my god, Chad, I can't believe.
Finally.
Hit there. I don't know if you guys saw that or not.
I will defend my dream.
So what I'm testing here is if I bring a bunch of dead people with me. I use the Dresden.
Let's go.
What that is.
Let's get to it.
I just want to see if I can bring it back to life. If I have to buy diamonds, so be it. It's unfortunate that we brought all those people back to our camp and then
The world has
they
suffered
died.
enough.
I've got enough diamonds, thankfully.
Patricium Turinos.
Also, wasn't Ember alive last time? Chat? She was. We totally talked to her. Is it just a random 3 that are dead? Also,
No reason to pause.
Patricium Turinos.
Ready to serve.
oh, there's the levels too. I was gonna say,
My
they better
will
have the
is
fucking levels.
resolute.
Rely on me.
Patricium Turinos.
To defeat an enemy, you must either break their body or crush their spirit. You must decide which is weaker.
Well, funny that I can go back to the Midnight Fane. That's kind of weird, but alright. Now, when I go to Dresden. torn between bringing one of these guys with me inevitably. So it is just a random 3 that they keep alive, and then everyone else is dead. You have to bring them back to life. Plus, so I'm gonna go back to the other autosave. I have no idea what that X on my screen is for. Oh yeah. Here. Chat. Dudes, I work in IT in my day job, and I'm getting like 100 calls a day about different IT services trying to get to sign on. All right. This should have all the random gear. What do we get? Anything new since everyone's dead? Oh, I can't believe everyone died. Hope Crusher. One of the wheels +3 speed, heavy flail, damage opponent's weapon, enchantment bonus increased by 1 when making attacks against that opponent to a maximum of +8. The extra enchantment bonus goes up anyway upon switching the target if the opponent dies when or battle ends. Okay. Spellbreaker. This +4 tower shield or +10 competence bonus saving throw against evocation schools. Eh, who cares? Yeah, nothing terribly cool. I think one of the things we were considering doing with, is he one of the dead members? Probably is Grey Boar. Yeah. Is building him out to be a charge guy. We give him the headphone. There's 2 picks and some boots. We'll do some crazy damage. I would need to do a lot more for us to ever use it. Woldiff is another interesting position. He should be doing some crazy numbers now. Plus his spells are going to complement us very well. That's interesting. I'm okay. That's a Yoshi, I guess. She's not doing anything interesting with her belt. Here you go, Yoshi. Belt. What's the kitty using? Kitty. Sativa. There. Sativa is rocking. Oh, yeah, this thing. She has the ability to do, lead bolt rush, remember correctly? Greater Bull Rush, which will trigger attacks of opportunity. We haven't even had a chance to play with that yet. Okay, well, let's go to Dresden and see what the hell's going on. I'm just happy we can bring back our... This time we only had 2. Last time it was 3. It's funny. Oh, the reason why, because it kept Yoshi alive as opposed to Lamb. Huh. We spend 4 things to keep bringing them back to life. Jesus Christ. Alright, it is what it is. Do that area, man, that's a big reason to use Naticula and have her post guards. I wonder what would have happened differently. What's this guy doing? Is he just robbing shit? Yeah, he is. He's fucking stealing from corpses. Who is this asshole? Oh, does he see us and then run away? Is he like a drow? Is that a drow? I'm not sure what the fuck that was. Any type of voice acting or descriptive text would have been cool there. Owl cat. Not exactly sure what that scene was trying to depict. Alright. So that also, you think with some of these symbols on the wall,
Finally.
there'd be like, oh yeah, alright, let's go to the streets. I'm glad we're buffed, so I'm feeling we're gonna have to like clean the streets again. Jesus Christ. The fuck did you do, Queen?
No time for debates.
Kitty. Bull rush this asshole.
Feel the power.
502. Like hide of a beast or something like that to make the helmet. Oh, it's fucking Cardigo Watch, bitch. Athena, hold it. State your name, or my archers will shoot you where you stand. The voice tells people, but you don't even have to guess. Athena, it's you, Commander. Athena visibly fights her desire to pull you into a hug. I bloody knew it! I told them you'd all come. I've got some winnings to collect. I thought it was the second I saw you. So you want to bet? Do you want to share? No, we'll do that. What? Why are you here? I'm on scout patrol, slaying any demons that reach this far. It's kind of routine these days, but this ain't a place for conversation. We gotta move, and fast. What happened here when I was gone? Everything went to shit, to put it mildly. Let's go back to our base. I'll fill you in when we get there. Base? All Dresden is our base. Not anymore. These days we make do with what we got, and what we got is sod all. Okay, let's go talk somewhere more suitable. Let's go, I gotta warn you. The news ain't good. Queen, what have you done? Athena waves her hand in the direction of the camp. Here you have it, Commander, our temporary camp. It's embarrassing to show you how things have turned out. But now, you're gonna do something about it. You got nothing to be embarrassed about. You survived, and you're still fighting. Thanks, pal. I always knew you always knew how to cheer up a girl. What happened to Dresden when I was gone? Okay, good. You sure have nothing to be ashamed of. You did everything you could. Thank you, Commander. We're holding on for now somehow, but things are going to be different now that you're here. I just know it. We're going to defend this fortress. Anyway, let me finally get you caught up on everything that you missed. Things were quiet at first, you know, as quiet as they could be when you were here. I mean, the Queen took hold of the reins, but she wasn't going to go against your wishes, so she kind of left everything as it was. She just told everyone to hold on and that you'd be back soon. Things carried on like that for 6 months. I was gone for... Right, so 6 months has passed? What next? So listen, 6 months, that ain't nothing, you know. After a while, we realized that maybe you wouldn't be coming back. The Queen was real caught up about it. She was always praying to Wandamade and asking for counsel. One time, I overheard her blame herself for sending you to the Abyss. But you know, our Gallifrey, she laid plenty of friends to rest in her life, and she called off the Crusades after every death. And if she called off the Crusades after death, we would have lost to the demons a long time ago, right? The Gallifrey pulled herself together and made a decision to push forward before the demons recovered from the last defeat, to go on the attack before they thought of doing the same to us. You were declared dead, see? We did things properly, though. Threw you a big funeral, feast, and everything. Everybody was bawling their eyes out. Even Beth shed a tear for you. The Queen took the Sword of the Valor, and she left the Wardstones here. An attachment of soldiers to guard it, and she said anybody who wanted to could stay, but they should know one thing. You weren't coming back. Me and Beth wanted to leave at first. I even started packing my stuff. Then I realized I couldn't. I just kept thinking, you're my commander. We've been through so much together. I kind of dumped this all on Beth. But she was thrilled. She said to me, you must read my mind. No one has removed the commander from his post. And we're still serving under him. It is our duty to stay. I think I like these two. We're not the only one, you know. A whole gang of us. A ragtag crew for sure. But we all united We were all fighting for you, except less than a week after Gallifrey left with the army, the demons had got us in a pincer movement. Off Galifagt, that guy on one side, the fat hog, and on the other side, that bitch, upon her. Okay, we got a fat guy and a girl. Sorry, chat. There ain't any of us, and our blessed clerics from Canobras just took off recently, heading who knows where. He said he had a dream about some gal and some fella called Mustafan, and there was a waterfall. Okay, he's headed to Plurus Falls, okay. He's gone for 6 months? Yeah. Why are you acting so surprised? I'm not no expert in demon stuff, but that hasn't been that long for you. There's definitely something fishy going on, a magical trap or something like that, yeah? So where's the population of Dresden have been evacuated? Yeah, the Queen got as many people as she could, those who agreed to go, that is, and then the dungeons were emptied and the prisoners evacuated. I did hear that somebody might have escaped on the way to Nerosan, but I didn't ask for details. Uh-oh. It's not our problem anymore. Of course, they couldn't move the bodies of those poor people whose souls were stolen by the jeweler's Sunhammer, or whatever his name is. They've been sheltered in the city. Airsign has been looking after them, and Sheila's pals from the Houndhearts have been guarding them all this time. The demons have attacked a few times, and given the night's thrashing, only Elan was left standing. But none of the victims came to any harm. By Dresden, I hope their souls are found, so all this won't have to have been for nothing. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Where are the Mongols? Deserted they did. I didn't see that coming, I'll admit. They were good people, strong. There was no signs of anything was wrong. One night they just all got up as one had left. But the guards at the gate tried to stop them. Fat lot of good that did. The Mongols slit his throat and vanished into the wound. Nobody knows what happened to him. But there have been rumors. Uh-oh. Okay, we covered recent history. What's going on now? It's all hands on deck. The one-eyed Devil squad is holding on in the tavern, and Hiller is in the dungeons. Oh, I wish we had Dungeons Quest. The storyteller and Eyebreath are in your study at the Citadel. The old fella has some vision about the Queen, about you and the Queen. He took off running, saying he needed to touch her things and find out where she is. Eyebreath went after him to make sure he makes it back in one piece. The Captain Skillahand, remember him? Was given the boot by his superiors. He wasn't getting along with them, so they tossed him out on his ear. And get this, the guy just walks right through the city gate, pack on his back, heading west like he was going for a stroll. Dumb fool. What happened? He didn't see eye to eye with the superiors. The higher-ups didn't like the way the Skillad was assigning more and more soldiers to surveying the territory, leaving less and less for military actions. The captain had a dream about discovering and surveying a Sarkonian vision in village. Oh my god, chap. Like Winter Sun. And he got carried away. A couple of knights from Nearstand showed up with orders to strip him of his rank. Skillad started yelling about how once again the nobility was neglecting the interests of the common folk. He said that he was trying to carry out a rescue mission, because that's what he called it, while the top brass were only interested in glory from the winning battles and the gold Gallifrey would put on their pockets. He was about to be thrown out in his ass, but Skillad beat him to it. He just disappeared. He left Dresden and went who knows where. The new captain was sent to replace him, but the Queen took him and his soldiers with her when they left. Where do you think he went? I can't tell you where, but I can definitely tell you the who. He's gone off searching for his beloved Sarkonians. Damn shame we lost him, too. We could have used another decent officer around here. Bloody amateur archaeologist. He's a good man. You got that right. I hope he's still alive. And if you come across him, tell him to come back, will ya? Maybe Skillen's career isn't over yet. Where did the Queen go? Has there been any word from her? She didn't say anything to those who were staying behind in case the demons got their claws on us, you know. They could force information out of us. I don't know if what the storyteller saw was a dream or a vision, but he just dashed off towards the Citadel. Said he was going to hold some of Gallifrey's things and find out where she was headed, because the commander would be back soon and would be asking about it. That's the last I heard from him. He's been gone for half a day. I've heard better news. What are we going to do? Now that you're here, there's only one thing for it. We gotta win. But to do that, we need to hit him with everything we got. One and done. Here's what we'll do. We'll head for the Citadel and send everyone who's manning the outposts in the city back to me. I'll get a squad together. We'll meet up again at the Citadel and stalk it and suck it to him in one final punch. And one more thing. Remember the Bella Mercy, the relic you returned? You'll be walking right past it. Make sure to give it a good whack to make all the demons' eyes pop out, or at least give us a fighting chance. I heard it's a good at frying scum of all kinds. Well, it's time to do my duty as commander. Yes, sir, I do. Don't worry about your pals from Thane. I'll get them here in one piece. Well, as far as I'm aware, they're all dead, so I appreciate that. What a rough, old cold iron.
What do you need?
I am helpful, am I not?
Don't have any
Want to fight? Sure.
need for... Okay, that's interesting. Maybe we can't do that yet, I guess. Looks like that's it. I mean, we can't get into either of those two rooms as yet, by the looks of it. Alright, let's go kick some demon ass by the looks of it. I'm okay with that. Yeah.
Let's go.
Came
Whoa.
out of the... Ooh! I love it when you find hidden stuff and this is like an onion. We'll save. Maybe this is just me looking for...
Alright.
Alright, that was the temple we were in. Okay, alright, alright. I'm figuring it out. Look! It's the commander! He's back! Now we're sure to hold Dresden. Yeah. Maybe some like... Want some like Eye of the Tiger music right now.
Ready to end this?
Stalk the shit out of these guys. You know what? They're around for 10 minutes.
A bright future
Something
awaits
bothering
us.
you?
No, I guess we have to go up this way. Nope. Yep. Like doing Dresden all over again. Way to get Return on the Map.
Want to fight? Sure.
Quick, run! No! What the fuck happened? Damn it. Like it's long enough to watch the cutscene. We have long enough to cast a heal spell on the damn guy.
Any shortcuts?
Running from.
Here I come!
Fiend!
554, man. Jesus Christ.
Not expect my strike. Now what is that?
It's loot. No, it's not.
I hope you appreciate this.
Oh yeah, the other thing we did is we gave Camilla one level of
Let's
Something
get to
over
it.
there.
rogue, so she can get some sneak attack damage in when she needs to, and yeah, it's totally working out. Polar Midnight, some summon Motiva, powered kill. 10 diamonds though. That's to resurrect your dead party right there. That brings your dead party members back to life. Don't be scared, lads. We'll get through this. The walls are sturdy here, and the reinforcements will come. You'll see. He notices you and freeze, opening and closing his mouth like a silently like a fish. It's been a while. Commander! The wait is over. I'm not dreaming. I can't believe it's... Faye, the Cavern Keeper. Faye gives you a friendly wave from his perch on the counter, just like in good old days. Commander, so good to see you. We had a grand old time at your funeral feast. We'll have an even better time at your homecoming party. Later, of course, after we fight off this scum. It's a shame the half-measured has suffered so much damage. You call this damage? It's only a little messy. We'll fight these demons first, then we'll regenerate the place, make it even better than it was before. I'm already planning to order a new canner, and I guess I'll renovate the ceiling as well, since I'm doing all the rest. Maybe I could change the floor, too. This place looks better now than it did in peaceful times. More useful, at the least. It reminds me, I got something. I got you something. A book for you to write all your compliments down in. And complaints down in. Nice black cover and everything. You can scribble down all your criticism and of how useless this place is in here. At least we won't have to listen to them. But do have another idea, though. Could you keep a barrel of birch rods under the counter just for you? That's more your kind of entertainment, isn't it, Yanker? Reckoning it's a sacred ritual, not some joke. Time to move. Fall back, lads. We got nothing more to do here. Alright. More magical essence. Never a bad thing.
Alright.
Diamond dust, okay.
The goddess protects us. Omronda gratior, Unimosi travis, Unimosi travisi. Unimosi travisi. Aborone syntes. Inimosi travisi. Ona adayanam. Ona adayanam.
We also have Death Ward. Yeah, he always casts it on everybody.
Inimosi travisi. Ona adayanam. Ona adayanam.
Okay. I think the best thing to do is just keep doing this. Well, who's that?
I am helpful. Am I
Although, like,
not?
everyone fled and the city's been, like, overrun by demons, but while we were gone, everyone had time to put, like, new things in their chests that are out in the public and lock them. And then leave them
Show
behind.
me what you got.
Your pain is my pleasure.
What I was made for.
Yeah. So the rest spot, don't need it. Again, at this point, I feel like it's just a matter of getting through the content and like reading everything. It's going to take more time than some of the fights. Until you hit the one that you know, the one bad one. Laura's down here. Commander! You've risen from the dead after all. Not a minute too soon. I suppose that means I owe Avanian money now. I've never been so happy to lose a bet in my entire life. You bet I wouldn't come back? Why? Truth be told, Commander, I'm a practical man. Never do count on miracles. That doesn't mean I'm not happy to see you. On the contrary, I suppose a miracle you don't expect brings you the most joy, especially if it saves you from certain death. Where'd the prisoners go? The Queen ordered them to be executed, and the ones who weren't rotten to the core have been given a second chance. Now they serve the Queen and the condemned, atoning for the mistakes, so to speak. Alright, time to move on. Right you are, Commander. It's time for drastic measures.
go.
What do we have here?
Someone hit something in their blind. Nope. Just junk.
Let's get to it.
Give me that box. Woo! Look at her go. Ooh, okay. Wait, what? Okay. I was like, it does nothing? Yeah, let's move up here. Oh, we can't. Alright, that answers that question. Gotta go up the main stairs. Nothing like making an appearance.
All right.
We are the light.
I refuse to accept their statement.
Shit, they killed fucking, Lucio. God damn it. You get too cocky, I'm not saving enough either. Gotta fix that. Little too cocky. Where are we? Oh, okay, well, thankfully, not that far away.
Finally.
Hello.
Now what is that?
Want to fight? Sure. Let's go.
Fire shirt that's over here. All blocked off. Yay, more fire.
Let's get to it. What do you need?
Oh, it was one there, damn it.
Something over there.
The thing about those scrolls is that, like the communal ones, if we remember to use them, they don't take diamond dust. Actually really good on resources.
Here I come!
Let's see what's actually happening in this fight.
Strike. Strike.
Oh. It didn't happen that fight.
All right.
So that leaves his whip there. I like that. It's kind of neat. Oh, it's these like unlootable things, right? Yeah. Say go to the temple, right? Oh, can we get up here again still? The thing? Yeah. Oh. Perception check failed. Well, I know what that means. I just...
Ready.
Like, I like the stuff that's hidden, like, that's, you know, makes sense. Like, they stashed it there. Like, I think that's thematically correct. So, did we not ring the bell? Is that why this didn't open last time? Also, we usually kill the game without even reaching them last time. I mean,
Finally. Want to fight? Sure.
what is this thing?
Any shortcuts?
Save here. We're like the quote-unquote upper city now. Alright, they're up. They get killed. Let's go.
Save the last one
Be
for
gone,
me.
fiend!
Good team.
Let's get to it. Something bothering you?
Wand of greater invisibility. That's cool.
I am helpful. Am I not?
And a greater quitting magic rod. Jesus Christ. That's cool too. I don't even know where I give that right now. She has a quicken one already. You don't need it. You don't even bolster anything currently. Sure. A few spells. That'll probably happen, like, depending on who we replace the Shule with in the coming content. Familiar red-haired healer brushes some ash from his sleeves and shakes his head as he inspects a pile of charred demon corpses. They were too stubborn to retreat. Their determination could have helped them in life, but instead it has only led them to ultimately deaths. I regret having killed them. What are you doing here? I debated for a long time whether or not to interfere in Dursley's affairs. However, the words of the loyal warriors who reminded me remain behind to defend this fortress touched my heart. I was persuaded to get involved, and none too soon this time. Healthy acts gestures towards the demons. Yeah, he seems to have done a pretty good job. Captain Cultist Spirit. I heard that he became a healer. I don't know if he still worships Pathfinder, but even if he does, I'm certain that he will bring more good into the world than evil. Halcyon smiles. You'd be proud of yourself. You've chosen to spare him. Thanks for your decision. The world now has another caretaker for the afflicted. Oh wow. Who are you again? Halcyon. Oh, it's the Golden Dragon. All right, that makes more sense. Come with me and help me drive back the demons. You're not leading a large force against the demons, and that leads me to believe you do not want to attract attention. And a gold dragon and entering the fray is something that attracts a good deal of attention. Trust me. Furthermore, I wish to see for myself what you've achieved over the years. I want to observe how the dragon spirit manifests within you. I have to go. Farewell, Commander. This will be a difficult fight, but look within yourself and you'll find that the spirit of a dragon, cannot be defeated. If you feel the desire to follow Tendavel's example, come and meet me in Dresden after the battle. And if you do not, well, then this will be our last meeting. Okay, Halcyon.
Finally.
Now I remember, yeah.
Granted my dream.
Feel the power.
Jesus, chat. We just leveled up. That's insane. It's like level 19, I think, now? Yeah, it'll be level 19. That's alright. We're one away from Kappa.
Want to fight? Sure.
The world has suffered enough.
This is me up with another level of Dragon Disciple, I believe. Yeah. Another +1 in my AC this way. Yeah, we never would have gotten a greater power attack. I think this gets us a few other random goodies. I'm big on the defensive powers. Could have gotten like a Slayer talent. But this will get us this too. So, Dragon Disciple. Athletics. Persuasion. I'm putting them in here because of the paradox of duality book. Hit combat reflexes here. Precise strike would be an interesting one as well. I'm also liking staggering critical a lot too. I'm gonna take combat reflexes. I don't want the additional attacks of opportunity. Actually, an interesting one to get. Always the Oracle levels. Probably should have given her Knowledge World or something like that. So I'm going to do that. We're going to give her Blind Fight. Well, we'll give her critical focus for her longsword. I don't think there's much else we need to give for her right now. She doesn't need extra lay on hands. She doesn't need a meta magic anything. She doesn't need to scribe scrolls. Power shield proficiency is interesting, but she has a good shield. No, we're gonna go with that. Man. I honestly do not know what to pick here, because he probably, well, there's just so much overlap now. In a lot of ways. I'm guessing maybe Greater Restoration, other people have access to it. Blasphemy hits everybody, I'm not a big fan of that. Holy Word is interesting. I'm just going to take Holy Word here. I think it's thematically accurate. I don't know if that's the right way to go. This is an interesting one again, too. Because we can just take Frightful Aspect and... Yeah, we're going to take Frightful Aspect. Might as well have that access to the spell. Trickery, mobility, perception, which probably don't need it. We're so high through the roof. I don't think we need that. I think our... I might take Vital Strike here. The few times that she only has one attack. That or its critical focus. No, we'll take agile maneuvers. This will make her trip really good. I'm not even sure what to take here. I'm just curious what even Ko's build recommended at this point in time. Oh, this is where they take Instructorial Warrior. Okay. Well, they went slightly different ways than mine. That's an important thing too. Let's go take this fortune. Doesn't really matter. Cleric. 19 cleric. Yeah. Ooh yeah. There's only more about the wolf. So much channel already. I don't think we need it. I do like my even their build stands by the extra critical. Shule has just, we've done nothing other than just pump her up here. So what does she get? She gets improved evasion? Cool. Mobile girl in the world. I'm thinking staggering critical here, but that's just me. Physically lacking anything else to know what to put there. Titan spell. And here we're at like this is not going to do much for us anyways because we're already casting at the max. Fire damage. Take Polar Ray though. No, it's not a level 9 spell. Sure. Yeah, I don't even have. Yeah, go with it. Oh, whatever that was, okay. Oh.
I heed the
look
voice
at
of the
other abilities
spirits.
that she may have gotten.
Care to tell me what you're up to?
Like us, we got Gold Dragon Breath. And or Breath Weapon, which is, yeah. Does some damage now. Oh, I have to polymorph for that one. Okay, that's what they're saying. I was like, what are they trying to tell me here?
War Rush.
Nice. I'll take another 24-hour spell. Actually, kind of neat.
Rely on me.
Pass foresight now? Okay. Yay, more storm bolts. Lucioli. Man, more spells. Now we can do some stuff with rays that are pretty crazy. No, admittedly, it's hard to give up selective and quicken fireballs for a hasty. I like our options here for now. Okay. Save? Alright, that didn't take... That wasn't that long. Hold on. Forgot about the kitty cat.
Let's go. What do you need? Let's get to it.
No lootables? Let's get inside. Motherfucker's in my bedroom.
Finally. Storyteller turned to call me. Long months have passed, Commander, but even while you were away, on the other plane, I could hear your brave heart beating. The sound never stopped for a second. Your breath looked at you unbelievable. Commander, you're a lively one, Grandpa Elf, always finding yourself in the most dangerous spots, but I'm still glad to see you. Although I prefer you safer tucked away by some fire somewhere. How have things been these past 6 months? The Queen showed us nothing but respect and fair treatment. After she decided to proceed with the crusade, many of us chose to stay with the unit ordered to protect the Wardstone until you return. It was an easy decision for me and the others. I've encountered you in the Abyss and I knew you were alive, but not everyone believed me. And then yesterday I had a vision. I was leafing through the pages that you had collected for me, and suddenly I saw the future. Not the future clamoring to be told by the pages in my hand, but your future. The future of the person who first brought the pages to me. In my vision, you return from the Abyss marked by new powers that would wound you, that wound around you like snakes. The voice made the earth tremble, and people and demons dropped to their knees, and Ayamide herself extended you a helping hand. The only thing you were concerned with was the whereabouts of the banner that Queen Gallifrey had taken with her. The storyteller says, I know I saw it. It is difficult to believe, but I am in the habit of trusting my vision. So I hurried to the citadel and laid my hands on some of the Queen Gallifrey's possessions to discern where she went and where the banner is now. My story is simpler. Avine and I both agreed we could stay here and wait for you. We are supposed to serve the Queen, but our hearts are here. Besides, you're still the commander of the Crusades, and I have no right to abandon you. Even if there's almost no hope left, although I must admit that the storyteller's tale about the vision of your intimate return seemed quite vague, I followed him here to make sure he didn't accidentally hurt himself. I'm glad he has proven to be right, and you really have returned. Do you know where the Queen went? It wasn't easy. I see the Queen's future and her past as if looking through shattered glass. Multiple visions have come after another, distorting the picture. The Queen is in mortal danger, at the crossroads of her fate, and every step may prove fatal. But I did not give up. The fortune smiled at me, and I touched her goblet and learned where she was leading her army. Her Majesty decided to march for eyes, a bold move, one worthy of the Queen who is not accustomed to hiding. This is utterly anti-scientific method of acquiring information, and that's what makes it so interesting. I'll have to conduct a series of experiments involving you to establish how you react to various objects to identify a pattern in the amount of information that you receive from them. You've already said that in exactly those words. You've even conducted your experiments. You handed me some shards to hold. Once you brought a huge club, and another time you gave me a live hedgehog, and then you said that the experiment was a failure and immediately forgot all about it. Really? Well, if I decide to forget all about it, then I must mean it. I didn't learn anything from of interest. I won't remember this time either. So, what were we talking about? We must hurry up and help the Queen. Let's take Dresden back, Commander, and then we'll march onward. That place sounds familiar. Can you remind me of the details? The city hangs over the Abyss. It was once a city of legendary rulers, the capitals of Sikoris, but now demons are tearing it apart, making it a mockery of its former glory. 2/3 of its magnificent streets and proud towers have collapsed into the whirlwind, but the city still holds on, just as Sikoris holds on. Defeated, but refusing to die. The Queen did the right thing. We mustered enough strength to try and go on the offensive for the first time since the First Crusade. If we don't recapture Iz now, who knows how many years we'll have to wait for another opportunity to approach it. To arms, it's time for the final fight of Dresden. Didn't we say that? No.
Yes, your arrival has changed everything. Attacked by 2 armies, we felt like a dilapidated palisades on the verge of being swept away by a giant wave. But with your return, we have become an indestructible wall that will withstand any blow. I was afraid we would not be able to succeed without the banner. We may not have the banner, but we're still alive. We have lived to see you return. You truly are our banner, Commander. To arms. There's one more thing. In the shattered fragments, that form of her fate, I can sense your presence. I am convinced that Queen could sense it too. No one can say what your next encounter will lead to, but there's one thing I know for certain. Queen's Gallifreys and yours are tightly intertwined. Perhaps this is what made the Queen write this letter to you. After I touched her goblet, I saw her hiding in a secret compartment in the wall, and I managed to find it. I do not know what it says, but I can sense the emotions that were tearing the Queen apart while she wrote it. I think it will be able to tell you about the feelings she was experiencing in that moment, and if you wish, you can come to me later when everything has settled down and bring this letter with you, and I will look into the past of this item together. Oh. No, there are too many of them. Dude, I'm fucking commander. Don't fall back. Hold the line! Orin Gotha. Huge, oily Nafasheen is waiting with his arms full. Here comes the commander, kids. Ha! So the commander, do you like what you see? You brought just in time to hear your friends screaming for help. They trusted you, and look what's happened to them. Do you actually think you can rescue them? Ha! Where do you think you are? You shouldn't have angered our master, mortal. He will take away everything you have, your mind, your flesh included. You belong to him now. Send this army here, you beast. We serve our master, Lord Baphomet, Lord of the Labyrinth. He promised us Dresden and your skin as a doormat. Apocalypse, Amalorith smiled at this one. You'll only get Dresden open. The skin is mine and mine only. You will look splendid in my chamber in this intellectual prison. I'll do what that idiot Mengang would fail to accomplish. I'll destroy the war stones as you watch, little commander, and then you'll admire the despair frozen on your face forever. I'll rescue my friends! I'll rescue my friends! How exactly do you do that, you pathetic glowing maggot? What can you do on your own without your army? Yell inspirational speeches? Oh no, I'm so scared. And then all the pathetic competitive resin will be inspired and turn into invincible forces? Ha! Yes, that's usually how it goes in fairy tales. You know what happens next in real life? Your friends will rot in my lord's dungeon and their bones will join your infants and mothers. We'll wipe your army out along with it, and I won't kill everyone. But I won't kill everyone. I'll lock you in a cage and start torturing your friends. And when I'm done with them, they will come and spit in your face. I'll tell you themselves what torment you do them to. It's time to end this, mortal. He has nothing to surprise us with. You are just a jumped up mortal insect. You are nobody. What? Whoa! I have the legend path and the dragon path. Interesting. Gone from the world, demons. Power rushes through your body, ripping your apart. Oh shit! The wound in your chest bursts open in a spray of blood drops. The light bestowed upon you by the Abyss Military Service erupts into this world, and you pay for it in purest agony. Light suffers you, bright and shining light, the desire to protect your world at any cost. Damn! Dominate yourself? Oh my god.
incredible silence suddenly descends over the city, is broken by sudden sound of fanfares that seem to come from far anywhere and everywhere and nowhere all at once. All eyes are turned to a huge stained glass window of the main city's cathedral. It begins to glow with a soft light. In the next breath, a lone figure steps out from the glass onto the cobblestones of Dresden.
Knight Commander, at last we meet.
There's no mistaking her, Idomede, the goddess who has reigned and descended to the world of mortals. Her companions shield their faces, unable to withstand her radiance. The surviving demons quiver the townfolk fall to their knees, but their deity's eyes are on you, and you alone.
Rise. I have not come here to receive homage. I suppose you are asking yourself why I am here. Gods must not interfere directly in the affairs of mortals. But what is happening here, in the World Wound, is no longer the concern of mortals alone.
Hey chat, I just realized that you may not be able to see all my screen. What the hell's going on here? Yeah, something fucked up with the screen. You know what's going on? I think I fucked up I was playing around with the graphics. Sorry about that. I don't know what the fuck just happened there. Apologize for that rude interruption while the god was there. I just realized.
And this is proof. This fortress has witnessed so many horrors and miracles. It makes me wonder how it still stands. I know how much light and hope you have brought to the Crusaders. Your achievements are indisputable. But during all that time, your followers believed that their leader was Heaven's chosen. This is a bitter lie, and goodness and justice cannot be based on lies. The light that emanates from you is deceiving, and dangerously bright. It burns your companions, and one day it will burn you too. But I did not come here to reproach you, or to bewail the fate of the unfortunate defenders of Dresden. I wish to stop the forces of evil and defend Golarion, both from Daskari's violent rage and from Nocticula's insidiousness. But that is not my only goal. I have come here to restore justice, for justice is the birthright of all. That's why I hail you as a hero who has triumphed over the demons many times. At the same time, I grieve for you, as for a soul that is caught in a web of demonic deceit and villainy.
You're right, but what can I do about it?
I have come to help you. In that moment, when my poor Herald was being torn apart by monsters, he found the strength to send me a message about what he had learned in the Abyss. You were in Alushanira, where you spoke with the Lady in Shadow and the Architect of the World Wound. They confessed what they had done to you, but they did not reveal the whole truth. Both you and this unfortunate world will have to pay dearly for the power that they so generously bestowed upon you. But all is not yet lost. That is why I have come.
Oh, it's Natula! Natula in the flesh, standing beside her allure Vorash, who stares at the goddess with ice-cold rage in her eyes.
Who here has been taking my name in vain? Ah, it's you, the Inheritor. What's this? Our worst fears have come to pass. The gods are flocking to Golarion. This merry little tinderbox could ignite at any moment, reducing the material plane to dust.
I did not come here to fight.
Oh, really? I didn't realize you were good for anything else. Forgive me, that was unfair of me. Judging by your successes over the last 100 years, fighting is not your forte. After all, the wound is still there, as far as I know. So why are you here? If you have come to meddle in my affairs, don't expect me simply to stand aside.
I cannot do that, alas. I will not subject Golarion to the war between deities, which will surely ensue if I personally intervene in mortal affairs. But if the demoness wishes to be present for our conversation, so much the better. Do you hear me, Nocticula? You and your servant are under no obligation to leave. I have come here to shed the light of truth. Let us see if you both can withstand its merciless radiance. I cannot change the flow of mortal history by force. After all, the world wound is their doing, although committed at the behest of the Abyss. But sometimes force is unnecessary, and truthful words are all it takes.
The goddess who was mortal not so long ago is eager to judge us for our sins now. My sin, to be precise. What lies behind your eagerness, proud Iomade? Righteous wrath? Or perhaps fear? Watch out. A simple mortal woman has learned how to grant powers to others. Powers which are beyond the wildest dreams of many Imperial lords. This must be stopped, forbidden, taken away immediately. After all, what need will we have for all these arrogant gods once we become their equals?
Silence. It's impolite to interrupt your elders. But you know, Inheritor, she does have a point. What are you going to do now? Break my weapon, which has made so many victories possible, and only because he received that weapon from my profane hands, and the entire affair must therefore be profane also? What real reasons do you have? Save those born of your envy, your capriciousness, and your suspicions?
My reasons are quite real, as you well know. That is why you appeared here in such haste, is it not? You have woven a delicate lace of half-truths, Nocticula. From you and your servant, the Knight Commander has learned that he is bound to the world wound, that he is slowly dying because of its influence, and that he is yet capable of closing it. But you withheld a crucial piece of information. You never told him that closing the wound won't save him from death. For this lock will destroy the key to which it is bound. The one who closes the world wound will die along with it.
Oh, shit.
That is true. I tried to tell you back in Illusionera, but I was not allowed to. It is an unavoidable consequence of this process. To stitch two planes together as I have stitched Golarion and the Abyss, the soul of a mortal must be woven with the essence of the Abyss. To undo this seam, the original soul, the key, must be ripped apart. No one could survive such a process.
What if I'm willing to sacrifice my life if it means closing the wound?
Oh, how noble! For a brief moment, I even felt some regret that we demons are incapable of such lovely things. You see now, Inheritor? My little protege has more nobility in him than you expected. Shame on you.
This nobility is exactly why I came here. To help the Knight Commander learn the truth, and to show him that he has been used. Besides, I do not believe that you have been acting for selfless reasons, Lady in Shadow. Honesty and nobility have never counted among your virtues. You own the main source of Nahindrian crystals, and your servant Arilu has learned how to break the laws of the universe with their help. Can it be that the ruler of darkness and mistress of assassins has not conceived a way to use this formidable gift for her own benefit?
Accusations, suspicions, all completely hollow, just like your bright-eyed pretty little head. It's a pity you inherited Eridan's sword, but not his sharp mind. I have but one goal now. To stop the armies of that lecherous billy-goat and that gluttonous bug from strutting around my domain as if it were their own. I don't give a fig whether it will help mortals or hurt them. If the enemy of your enemy makes you a mutually beneficial proposition, you would have to be a complete idiot to say no.
It is true. Now do you see the perils of accepting a demonic gift? No matter how much power the Abyss gives you, that power will always be tainted by lies and misfortune. This is the justice I promised you. The right to know the whole truth, and not to be a plaything in the hands of abyssal spawn.
Why are you trying to hide this from me?
Trying, you say? I successfully hid the truth from you for as long as I deemed necessary. Are you expecting me to explain myself? My goal is to close the world wound.
No happy ending.
Not to grant you a happily ever after.
If I reject this path.
You will live.
You will lose everything that makes life worth living.
You will spoil a brilliant endeavor and destroy the lives of thousands of mortals who will be devoured by the legions of demons coming from the Abyss. Aside from that, you won't do anything extraordinary at all.
Aurilu has planted a piece of the Abyss itself in your soul. The only thing that can cleanse the soul of such a taint is that same soul. But I will be near. I will show you how to root out the demonic corruption. I am not a demon, and I do not offer any simple solutions. You will have to go your own way, no matter where it leads. Yes, the power that Nahindrian crystals grant you will bring about nothing but your own demise. The branches of the Tree of Sin are vast and verdant, but its only fruit is death. You will not be able to save yourself unless you reject everything that has been foisted upon you. Now you know everything.
No, we're not quite finished with the revelations yet. Few secrets remain to be revealed, but they will be worth the wait. Does this look familiar? Do you remember the similar wound above your own heart? I have given you enough hints. Come on, ask me the question I have been waiting for.
Okay. Well, we've managed to pass
That's right. And this means that the world wound actually has 2 keys.
Good question. Just imagine. I have wasted so much time chasing the key to the world wound, and the key was right under my nose this whole time. Aurilu, my love, come over here.
Well, it does not look like someone who has been cornered. Without a trace of fear, she gives you a faint nod and then makes a barely discernible gesture with her hand. Disappears as she was never
Wait,
there.
I said wait! That little bitch. I knew she would betray me sooner or later, but I never expected such an idiotic stunt. But everything seems to be falling into place quite nicely. You see, you don't have to die after all. Aurilu opened the world wound, and Aurilu will be the one who closes it, whether she likes it or not. Although, someone will need to catch her first, and this will require certain powers.
Considering she now probably has all the same powers we
Yes,
do.
Aurilu Vorlesh will pay for her crimes with her life. Her flight confirms that our suppositions were correct. But now we know that the world wound can be sealed with her blood. You have no reasons to remain indebted to the Abyss and indulge the Queen of the Succubi. Reject her gift, and secure your victory while being the person you were before Aurilu Vorlesh corrupted you.
Well, just how you
Win
become a
as a
legend.
mortal, and become a legend among mortals.
She's talking rubbish. True, we gave you the power, but it was you who chose how to wield it. It belongs to you, and it will remain yours, so you can do whatever you want with it. But first, you must use it to close the world wound. You aren't going to catch this world's most powerful witch, and a half-demon one at that, with your bare hands, are you?
Before I make a decision, I want to ask him some questions.
Ask, and you shall have your answers.
You gained your power from the Starstone. How is my power any different?
My ascension was not accomplished in one day.
shit.
And even the test of the Starstone was only one of its stages. I did not merely gain power. I embraced a sacred duty. Your power, on the other hand, stems not from long hours of study, not from trials. It is not the natural talent you were born with and carefully honed throughout your life. It is the result of an evil soul's deranged experiment with the blood of dead abyssal lords. Every one of my angels volunteered for that mission. They all knew what kind of watch they were going to keep. They knew that it would be a hard and exhausting battle, but that the lives of mortals throughout Golarion would depend on it. Alas, angels' minds can be as fragile as the minds of mortals. In less than 100 years, many wavered and wished to break the oath they had sworn. I do not blame them. I blame myself for allowing them to take on a burden that was too heavy for them.
Did you send your herald, or did he come his own free will?
He acted on his own noble impulse, and I did not stop him. I also did not try to dispel his misconception about you being my chosen one. I do not lie, but both celestial beings and mortals can be mistaken.
She doesn't lie, sure. She merely withholds some of the truth. For the noblest of reasons, of course.
You know what happened to the
My
herald?
herald, my loyal companion, was captured, and now demons are using him to attack Dresden. They are holding him in the Ivory Labyrinth, Baphomet's realm of the Abyss. It is a place I cannot go, not even to save my faithful friend. For doing so would start an interplanar war.
I go?
Right now, as we speak, Baphomet's servants are torturing the hand of the Inheritor. Tormented and anguished, he reaches for you with his thoughts and his soul. I cannot tell if he sees you as a great unfulfilled hope or a last chance. But Baphomet knows well how to exploit such desperate yearning. He has turned my herald into a source of power to open temporary portals. They do not last long, but they lead from the dungeon where the hand of the Inheritor suffers, right to your doorstep. Baphomet does not need to lead his armies through the rifts. Now he can send them right here. As long as my poor herald remains in the hands of that monster, this will not stop. I cannot say if it is still possible to save him, or if putting him out of his misery is the only way. I cannot openly ask you to intervene. But if you decide to do so, you will be helping both yourself and the one who chose the martyr's path when he followed you into the abyss.
Ever since I acquired these powers, everyone has believed me to be a dominant chosen. Why didn't you do anything to dispel this misunderstanding?
At first, I did not know who you were, or where your powers originated. This was revealed to me only when my herald offered up his dying prayer from the depths of the abyss. And following his desperate plea, I sought to confirm my suspicions. Until that point, I had observed you without intervening. After all, your crusade was securing victories, the first Golarion had seen in many years. So even if it was not I who had sent you into battle, it felt unfair to undermine you.
Yeah, still take advantage of what I was doing, is basically what she's saying.
In other words, our Imperial guest had no problem with your power, as long as she didn't know where it came from. She didn't even share her suspicions with her own herald. And after all that, someone dares to claim that demons are the most deceitful creatures?
No.
You should not blame someone else if you base your accusations on vague suspicions rather than solid proof. You call my behavior deceitful? You, of all creatures, who kept the commander ignorant of the fate you had chosen for him? Indeed, the insolence of demons knows no bounds.
A demon lord stands before you. Why don't you destroy it right here and now?
I could. But then every other demon lord would decide that he or she was next and stand against me. In response to that, the Imperial Lords would take up arms. Then Hell, Heaven, and Elysium would join the conflict. A war would break out, one which mortals could not hope to survive.
Why have you decided to descend to the world of mortals at this particular moment?
As I have already said, I am here to open your eyes to Nocticula's lies and to prevent more calamities in the future. You are at a crossroads now. I will not force you to do anything, but you needed to learn the truth and have the chance to cleanse yourself.
Why did Allura do everything possible to lead us to the idea that she was a key too?
The impulses that drive a soul as black as hers are beyond my comprehension. Perhaps she was startled by my arrival and decided not to bother keeping a secret that was bound to be revealed. Or perhaps she is up to some cunning scheme. Be on your guard. The architect of the World Wound will surely try to bring you down. For if she truly is a key, then it must mean that she will die sooner or later due to the influence of her own horrible creation. And that means that sacrificing you is her only chance of survival.
Which still doesn't make any sense that she would do why she would do that. Explain again how.
Aurilu has planted a piece of the abyss itself in your soul. The only thing that can cleanse the soul of such a taint is that same soul. But I will be near. I will show you how to root out the demonic corruption. I am not a demon. It is time to make your decision then.
If you have questions, ask away.
Why did you hide the fact that closing the world would kill you?
Because if I'd told you the truth, you would have refused to do it.
I'm gonna grab a smoke while we're listening to this chat.
But you're not angry with me, are you? After all, everything has worked out perfectly fine. We found another key. So now you can live and enjoy your life. Provided that you catch Aurilu, of course.
Now that you still want me to keep the powers I acquired from her?
Of course I do. Firstly, you'll need those powers to catch Aurilu and bring her to Threshold. Surely you don't think she'll willingly fall into your hands, and the demonic hordes will politely make way for you. And secondly, the powers Aurilu gave you protect you from dying before your time. None of us want the wound to kill you prematurely. You are extremely useful to me alive. After all, if you let Aurilu slip through your fingers, we can always go back to the original plan for closing the wound. Apparently, she understood that her secret was about to be revealed anyway, so she decided to leave in style. What human female over 100 years old wouldn't feel flattered at being the center of attention? Although she could have other reasons. She obviously wanted us to understand everything and immediately rush off in pursuit of her. She's probably been preparing for a war of all against all for a long time. And now she wants to wage it on her own terms. Expect treachery and traps wherever you go. Now, let's think. She's hidden in the abyss before. She won't dare to return there now. Not only to my realm, but to any other either. Even if Baphomet and Discari both take it upon themselves to guard Aurilu personally, that won't stop me from sneaking in, slitting her throat, and leaving undetected. And she knows that. If I were her, I would hide in a place where the powers of her enemies were uncertain, and her own power was close to unlimited. I say you should look for her here, in the World Wound. so rude. I wouldn't say the girl is that hideous. I admit her face is far from perfect. Her body, too, to be honest. But all in all, not
Bitches
bad.
will be bitches, man.
I've seen worse.
Fucking
Your
catty.
theatrics are too transparent to offend me, demon. At least, they can hardly offend me more than the very fact of your existence.
You really plan to use me to become a goddess yourself?
That is nothing but the wild speculation of a little girl who gained celestial power through no merit of her own and now fears that others may do the same, forcing her to share her place in the spotlight. Do I want to become a goddess? Of course I do. Who wouldn't? Can you help me with that? Sadly, no. Of course, Arilu used to blather on about how her brilliant invention could bake gods like pies. But between you and me, the cleverer the inventor, the larger their ego becomes. So far, she hasn't managed to create anything stronger than you. And no offense, but you're no match for any deity. Very well.
Baphomet's ass.
It's time for you to make your decision then.
My
Perhaps
companions
your
are-
power came from the abyss. That your beautiful soul has cleansed it of all evil. Don't reject this power, for you have already proved that you are worthy of it.
Frankly, your mythic power brings more trouble than true pleasure. And I see no sense in holding on to something that doesn't bring pleasure.
Your
Like your
power
power.
doesn't lie in magic tricks. You know it doesn't. Your real power is inside you. You can win without tricks.
Well, this is everyone here.
I
This is my
will
whole
help
crew.
you.
Maybe I'm missing something here, but how can a demon grant the power of an angel? Listen, if you had no goodness inside, you couldn't have reached Lariel in the caves beneath Canabras. I remember how once, long ago, you showed me the light of heaven. Maybe I didn't believe in you right away, but I believe in you now. You've proven time and again that you deserve the light of heaven. You are my commander, marked by an angel. This power rightfully belongs to you.
As a member of the Order of the God Claw, I ought to advise you to obey the will of the goddess, or at least to take it into consideration. But as your companion, who has spent a lot of time with you, I can't help but notice you have reforged demonic Nahindrian power into angelic power. This is a sign of order triumphing over chaos. Perhaps there is room for maneuver here. That is why I advise you to weigh all the options and make your own decision.
It's not my place to gainsay the will of my goddess, but the thing is, I can sense evil. And I don't sense it in your power at all. I just don't. Whatever those horned monsters had planned for you, you definitely aren't playing by their rules.
You gave hope to the Crusaders in their darkest hour, even when all seemed lost and only despair and death lay ahead. With these powers, you have saved countless lives, and you will save more. Of course you must keep them.
Someone pinch me. We are standing in the presence of the most pompous goddess in the world, debating whether we should listen to her or send her packing along with her invaluable opinions. I shall remember this moment for the rest of my life. Even as I stand in Pharasma's court, I shall tell this story to anyone who will listen.
Oh, dear.
As to your original question, I'll be honest with you. Your power turns my stomach like sour prunes. Reject it, it can't hurt.
Ugh, these dames are tough. But Iomade is as tough as you. If she tells you to do something, you better do what she says. I can feel it in my tail. You're good and righteous and all that, so do what the righteous goddess is telling you. Maybe it'll even make my life a smidge easier. After you, become more like a human.
Experience tells me that it's wiser to trust yourself and your own abilities. You can't trust what clients tell you. One day you're a hero, the next you're working for the enemy. Sorry, but it all looks like a setup to me. First they tell you to lay down your weapons, and then, once you're unarmed, they finish you off in some back alley.
Your powers are interesting from a theoretical point of view. You are an experiment started by Aurilu Vorlesh, and terminating it before it is complete would be foolish, not to mention
Of course,
impolite.
Nania would say that.
I am waiting for your answer. I hope you will choose wisely.
Quite right. Make your choice, and make it the right one.
I wonder if I take Legend, do I lose everything from the Angel? I'm not taking Gold Dragon. I feel like I would have gone Aeon Path and then taken Golden Dragon. Although I feel like in the one playthrough where I was like, I had that as an option of going from Lich to Golden Dragon, which is really weird. Legend is saying goodbye to all your powers. And I think you gain like another 20 levels or something like that. But I really don't have... That's neat. It is. Like, it would allow us to, like, another 20 levels, we could max out, no, still couldn't. We could get, like, all of Dragon Disciple or all of Two-Handed Weapon Guy. We're gonna go Angel, though. I'm gonna stay Angel, I think. We've been Angel this long. I think I'll just continue doing this route. I'm not even sure what playthrough I would go through, or I would go with Legend all the way through. It does sound interesting. Guess my guy would become, you know, I guess the decrease in power is interesting too, but like when you select this, it doesn't get rid of any of these, so I still keep all these abilities. So it's not like I'm making the game any harder for myself. I still have all of this, which is ridiculous. Already, like you saw that, I'm hitting for like 500 and change. Another 20 levels. Pretty crazy. If I was a spellcaster, I would take this, because I think it would add to my caster levels. And I could max them all out and have some crazy DCs. But, yeah, we're gonna go Angel. Yeah, locking it in. Doing it live here, chat. Locked in. Angel it is. And I'm thinking I'm gonna take Mythic Resolve, which I believe gives us... Yeah, plus one all saving throws and hit points. Saving throws are kind of where I'm our weakest point on him right now. We could keep pumping up our scythe to hit, which would be interesting. Mythic Sneak Attack would be interesting, do some extra damage. Improve critical. What's this do? Christ, that would actually might even be the way to go. We're already critting so much anyways. I don't think there's any extra ability we want. No, there isn't. No, we're gonna take Mythic Critical. Wow. Sorry, what? Similar to haste, but granting 2 additional attacks, and then all spells level 7. We already did that. Does anyone know if this stacks with haste? It says similar to haste, but not haste. Wow. It was that or it would be Demon Bane, but I'm going to take the light one. New spells. Gale of Life. These spells are okay. The last round spells were way better because they were permanent. Justice and a Forkilla would be interesting to have. Okay, what does she have to say now that we stayed Angel? You sacrifice your own holy source to the forces of good, goddess. Do not judge me if I choose to do the same.
It pains me to hear that. But I am not your judge, and I shall not stand in your way. At least not until I see that Golarion is under threat. You have chosen your path. Farewell.
Lady Aurelia experiment goes on. You know, boy, if it is successful, I will immortalize it in my encyclopedia, and I will mention your name too. If that happens, then I suppose I'll finally have to try to remember it.
It would have been so foolish for you to reject your powers. So many victories, so many achievements lie ahead for you. Well, go now. Capture Aurelia, and prove which of you is making the best use of her invention. I'll be watching you.
Very interesting, chat. Very, very interesting. So I can see why some people, and that I've talked to, went Legend first. I gave it up for a while. I'm late to get to this part in the chapter, but because, you know, even she's like unfortunate. So I can see why a lot of people will be going, okay, well, I just, you know, get rid of all the demon powers and here I go. There's Darren walking around. Is everyone else still dead, or did they bring him back to life? That's the other thing. Because they were talking. They were there. So I assume that they've been brought back to life. Well, that's kind of a... Owlcat needs to fix that bug. I don't understand what this is, just showing us that Dresden has been populated again and everyone's happy. Like, a lot of angels walking around. There's Trigona. Who looked like that was one of the Hand's angels. I guess that was supposed to be a cutscene to show us that like everything's kind of like back.
I'm too old to wander the world.
Mina bounds up to you, rubbing her tired eyes with a wide smile plastered on her face. I can't believe it! Victory! And what a victory! Light has returned to Dresden, and the demons are running, crying back to their demon mommies. Dresden has been lost again and again, but again and again we win it back. You win it back, Commander, for the light, for the truth, for life. This isn't victory yet. I won't stop until the last demon gets punished it deserves. You betcha. And those scums, don't you know who they're messing with now? Or something along those lines, sorry guys. What's the situation at the front? Unknown, Her Majesty mustered all her troops she could raise with the Sword of Valor and advanced on the demons. But there's no word from her since she left. Perhaps she is boldly taking eyes even now. Maybe her bones have already been picked clean by demons. We don't know. And I doubt anybody except you will be able to find out. But that's not all. Baphomet's minions keep taking swipes at us. The scumbags are holed up somewhere. The Ivory Labyrinth, I'll bet, and they keep opening portals in different spots and dropping off dozen units, then closing the portals before we can get to them. We lost more scouts than I care to admit before we figured out how they were pulling off that little trick. But here's what I'm thinking. Maybe you could get to one of those portals in time. You could already... you could be ready for them somehow, and so one opens, you get inside and crack some skulls. Maybe they even holding that poor Herald in there. If he's alive, you can do something to set him free. How do you feel about seeing the goddess in the flesh? My ears are still ringing from the trumpets. After witnessing that sight, I don't think I could be surprised by anything ever again. You dared go against the goddess, and she forgave you. My mind can't comprehend it. I was worried that your imprudence would be the death of us all, but now I think you are strong enough to stand against the abyss, even without heaven's help. Without heaven's help. As you just heard, I have to catch a lure. Any idea where I could look for her? Not especially. She's been roaming the abyss all this time, but now that avenue's closed to her, and Nocticula and the other demon lords are all slavering for a piece of her. I think she's someplace around here, in the wound. Some nasty place like Eyes, or maybe she went as far as Threshold. I'm guessing Threshold, by the way, chat. An entire army of demons enhanced by the hearing crystals being sent here. It's being led by a demon named Mustafa. Do you know anything about that? Scouts reported the movements of a large demon army from far to the southwest of Dresden. They were marching across a dried lake that used to be Sicorian holy place somewhere, I heard. But they went, nobody knows. I've not heard from... They've not headed for us, that's for sure. At least not yet. Thank you for your report. I'll be setting off without delay. Go on, fly, chase the demons away from us. Now I know that for sure the Fish Crusade will be the last. That's all over for those fiends. They finally met an enemy that could never... they finally met an enemy they could never have been seen coming. Just do one thing for me. Come back to Dresden if you can. Folks are drawn to your light. Those who left are coming back. New people are arriving. They need someone to tell them what to do. They need someone to show them. They need someone to lead them forward. Deal with the Bladesmith. Elgin Knight, I have fairly important news. I will do my best to be brief. The Helnet Order have not reacted well to the developments I mentioned in my latest report, specifically regarding the true source of your power. The very notion that we have been cooperating with a weapon forged by Allure Varesh and Nocticula has caused discontent. The Order have not issued any official edicts, but many chapter high-ranking knights have been called from their assignments and are barricaded themselves in one of our outposts. The one you know, in fact. I suggest that you go there and resolve the issue between the Orders and the Crusaders. It's a matter of importance. Very well, I'll go there as soon as possible. Excellent. That is all I have to report, so I will return to my duties, and you may attend to the other affairs. Oh, good night. In my dream, a fire destroyed almost everything. The only thing that survived was that table. I've returned to my dream world so many times, the nightmare still lurks there, but I want to understand why this table is so important. Why did it survive the fire? I can't get out of what makes it special. It looks like a simple piece of furniture. It just stands there. What is it supposed to mean? What am I doing wrong? Perhaps Dresden can help me solve the riddle. But she was the one who asked me to solve it. I don't think she's going to tell me the answer. I must find it myself. But how? Would you like to enter the dream again? I don't think that will help. We've already been there together, and no, there must be something else. I must look for it from a different side. But how do I know what other side of it? How do I find the other side of a dream? The other side of the dream is called reality. Perhaps this table represents something you were supposed to do in real life. You might be right. But what exactly should I do? Find a table? Buy one? Perhaps I should learn how to craft from a carpenter and make one myself? So many possibilities, and I don't even know where to begin. Where did this table come from? Where did it come from? Oh, I remember now. There was a loaf of bread on the table. That's when Avian's dreams, remember? She said that she wanted to learn how to bake. The bread went up to the flames along with the other fragments of her dreams, but the table remained. Perhaps if this came from her dreams, perhaps you should talk to her. I've been living a mortal's life for a while now, but there's still so much I don't understand about your kind. How you live, what you dream about. You're right. I should ask Adina. It's part of her dream, after all. That's a good idea, but could you please talk to her instead? I don't even know how to begin a conversation like this. It's so personal. Please ask her, and I will stand nearby. Alright. Lord Hawkblade, Notorious. Commander, I am sincerely glad by your return, and I was delighted to hear your recent victories. It's a shame that my duty has kept me away from the front line. I would like to take up place in the ranks of your crusades, and perhaps I will still have a chance to do so, but before that happens, we must address another issue. I suppose you've already guessed what has brought me here. We parted ways after the discovery we made at the Adrenia Estate. You and I both know the Count became a conduit for an unknown entity, which I call the Other. I retreated to Nirasan and then went beyond Mendev's borders looking for the mentions of such entities and ways to fight them, and now my search has borne fruit. I am ready to tell you about it. What have you learned? I must be honest, I still don't know what it is. However, I managed to find some evidence of similar incidents. Individuals who, in a horrific moment of life, became a gateway of an unknown entity. The most curious part is that these cases appear almost sequentially. They happen in various corners of Glorian, but no two incidents ever occur at the same time. This leads me to think we are dealing with a single entity, one that has been secretly present in our world for a long time, merely changing its gateways on occasion. While I do not know what this entity is, I managed to find something of great value. A Versarian arcanist managed to pick up the trail of the Other and invented a ritual to weaken and bind it. She died under very suspicious circumstances. Her decapitated body was found in her laboratory. Her head was never found. But her notes survived, including the description of the ritual. I've discussed it with several highly esteemed experts in magic, and I am inclined to consider that it's a reliable weapon. We can use this ritual to lure the entity out and bind it and probably exterminate it, but to do that, I'll need your assistance, Commander. What do you need to do? We must carefully prepare the ritual and then bring Court Ander to the designated location. The ritual will lure out the Other, weaken its connection to the Count, and bind its essence to our world like an anchor. The last part is especially important. All evidence indicates that while the gateway is active, the Other can travel freely between the material plane and some unknown space that lies beyond. If we fail to bind the Other with this ritual, it will either escape or, in the worst case scenario, drag us into its realm. Hence, we must lure it out. Then I suppose we defeat it. There's one more issue, aside from the fact that we'll have to fight an incredibly powerful and horrific creature. The Other's suspicion must not be aroused until the very last moment, and this means that the Count must know nothing as well. The best course of action would be to take the Count to the designated location without telling him the reason for the journey. Then we must frighten him and make it appear that his life is in danger. The Other will believe that its gateway is in peril, and then, I hope, it will show up to protect it. The ritual circle will work as a trap, but it's crucial, and I stress this, that we convince the entity that we know nothing of its existence, and that it is Darren who is in danger, not the entity itself. Otherwise, there is not knowing what may happen. I don't want to give or any chance to outmaneuver us. Why do you think the Other will appear to attack Darren? Darren, the Court has been in danger many times, but nothing special has ever happened. You have a special connection with your companions, Commander. You shared a part of your mythic powers with them, their journey through the abyss with you, and survived to tell the tale. I believe the Other understands this. It also must understand how dangerous it would be if you would become not a benefactor, but an enemy to its gateway. I am certain that it will react to a threat coming from you as opposed to ordinary encounters with demons and cultists. How dangerous is this? It's extremely dangerous, which is why I've come to you with all this. All the evidence I've collected on the Other, in particular the list of its victims, which include powerful demons and strong mortal mages, make me certain that we are dealing with something extraordinary here. It is stronger and more dangerous than Baelor's and other generals of the Abyss. I also suspect that the oracle powers that Count has developed come from the Other. As a rule, only gods, imperial lords, and other extremely powerful beings are capable of granting such abilities. I know of no one except for you who could challenge such an entity, so I am asking for your help, for the safety of all who dwell in Glorian. However, I believe that we can shore up our strategic position if the Other doesn't suspect we're preparing a trap until the very last moment. Even the most dangerous of creatures becomes more vulnerable when caught off guard. The main thing we must do here is take a methodical approach and stay alert. I think that is within our abilities. Okay. Are you sure that this Other is hostile towards us? And all this time it has never tried to attack me. I am certain that this entity is dark and truly evil. The evidence and my instincts as an Inquisitor are undeniable. Whether the other manifests itself, strange and ominous things begin to happen. In particular, I am positive it is responsible for all the magically decapitated corpses, the ones that found at Heaven's Edge, after the tragedy in Canabras, after Discari's attack. In both places, some of the corpses belonged to civilians other than demons. In Canabras, some of the victims were cultists. I am convinced that the other is pursuing some interest of its own, and thus far it has ruthlessly exterminated anyone who learns of its existence. And now, you and I know that it exists. Draw your own conclusions. I'll help you. The other option was killing Darren there. Thank you. Now let's go over the entire operation once more. I am convinced we must lure out the other somewhere far from Dresden and other populated places to avoid citizen casualties. I have chosen a suitable location within the Worldwood. I'll mark it on your map. You must bring the Count there without alerting him to what's about to happen. I assume that another foray into the Worldwood will hardly raise his suspicion. I will await you there with the ritual circle prepared, but before we reach the critical moment, you must make the Count and the other believe that the Count is in danger. I suppose the easiest way to do that would be to tell them that you made a deal with the Mendev Inquisition, and the Count will have to face punishment for his crimes, real or imaginary. I'll find a way to intimidate him, but you must play along. We need to provoke the other to come out and protect its gateway. Then, when we finish it off once and for all. This case will be my greatest triumph or my greatest failure, but I firmly believe it must be done. Remember my words. The other must be convinced we are not a threat to the Count, and that we know nothing of existence. The slightest suspicion can prove fatal for us. Until we meet again, Commander, may the gods be with us. Lamasa, a pale ghost image appears in front of you. You recognize Lamasus the Antiquarian, the scholar you helped some time ago. His translucent form flickers intermittently. You have difficulty making out his words. Commander, it's Nemus. I won't be maintained. Spell for long. Open the door. Treasure room. Please hurry. What are you talking about? The door, Dragon Burial Ground, Bell Caves, remember? I'm on my way. I'll be waiting. Please hurry. Commander, you look up as Melissa, the green-eyed fisherwoman from the village Chili Creek. Her hair is a mess. Her face and clothes are covered in soot. It looks like though she traveled here in a hurry, and she met with a few dangers along the way. Help! Please help me! He's gone crazy. He will kill him. Calm down. What happened? Do you remember Jurguth, the cleric who came to our village a year ago? The locals weren't very welcome to him back then, but after all, he was a stranger who was preaching about a strange new god. But little by little, he became one of us. He went fishing alongside us. He told people stories about the Crusade. He told us about meeting you and seeing the Queen, and the songs he used to sing. They just made us want to stop and listen. Well, eventually, we became very close. We started a planned wedding. My brother didn't seem to mind at first, but after we got married, well, that's when he lost it. He became violent. He threatened to hurt us. I tried to talk to him, but even when I thought about leaving the village, but when my brother found out, he lost his mind completely. Markel is strong, and no one else in the village dares challenge him. It was a miracle that I managed to escape, but my husband is still there. I didn't make it out of the village. I don't know what's going to happen to him. Please help us. What's caused this change in Markel's behavior? Markel, he really honors the village traditions. We've been worshipping the river for many generations, and he's not keen on having a cleric of a foreign god in the village. But he was willing to tolerate Janet's presence for a while. However, my relationship with Janet really disappointed Markel, especially when he discovered that I'd begun to worship Enestrel too. Alright, I'll help you. Thank you. I'll head back to the village and do my best to keep him from flying into a rage, but please hurry. I'm afraid he might do something terrible. Is that it? Oh, they did bring everyone else back to life. Okay, that's nice. Also, you know what? I thought I would have got wings. Maybe it's down like later in the old mythic path there. You know what I mean? Like, I just feel like I should have wings. Man, that was a lot of shit. fact that this is not selective is the stupidest thing in the world. Oh, we didn't get an extra spell here? This is where I wanted the extra spell. Bolt of Justice. There's Riz dead, which I thought I had. That's the spell we would like to have an extra spot for. We have to drop one of these for it. We can cast it as Quicken now, which is interesting. That's neat. This is kind of neat too. If it was more than one round per minute per caster level. But when people just castle spells on their own, I guess we don't need to do it. Gale of Life is interesting too. I'm gonna go with those as two opening ones. This is an interesting one, but hit save here. So what I'm tempted to do, because I'm curious what happened if I had gone Angel. So much stuff to stack away. Plus new merchants. Oh, new merchants. Sorry, I'm still just looking at yeah, I'm too curious. I gotta find out. Skip some of the reading here, but I gotta know. No, what I do like is, in theory, is what they're describing.
Finally.
Games.
Want to fight? Sure.
Also, we didn't check for all the loot. I imagine it's still going to be there, but we've found cases where they, between the acts, they reset the loot table. So, if you don't loot stuff, that's just going to be the unlootable monsters. I'm surprised they've yet to fix that buff. Well, oh well. Okay, let's go back here. I'm just so curious.
Let's go.
I hope you appreciate this.
Let's get to it.
Very interesting. That lets us finish a very cool helmet, actually. I'm not gonna lie, I actually wanted to do this fight. Oh, that's neat. Oh, I like that. We'll get it our way. Oh, and otherwise I could have summoned the golden dragon and he would have come down and wiped everyone else out, right?
Knight Commander, at last we meet. And at the same time,
Oh, really? I didn't realize you were good friends.
That is true.
It is.
Try. You will. Accusation.
Does this look familiar? That's right.
Good.
Well, how much experience I would have got if I nailed those other two?
Wait, Yeah, she's talking. Quite right.
All right, so I'm just as I said, I was super curious. I may still go back because if I don't find that, so we're gonna say legend. That's it. Boom. No other goodies. Oh, dang, I accept your help. Strip me of my powers and help me to cleanse myself of the pollution of the abyss.
Adorable overconfidence. We'll see how you deal with Arilu without the powers she gave you, and then you'll have to fight your way through the armies of 2 demon lords. But wait, will your powers even let you go? Will you be able to get rid of them even with the help of your Imperial guest?
Do not listen to her. Turn to yourself. You are a mortal. That is your weakness, but that is also where your strength lies. Think about it. Who are you? Your soul, your mind, your body. Which of your sides reflects your true self? Put your trust in yourself. Find your strength. And strike at the abyss in your heart as hard as you can.
Pure light engulfs you. It penetrates you to the core. For the first time in your life, you can see yourself on full display. Your body, your mind, your soul. You see the shadow of the abyss that pervades you, granting your powers, irrevocably altering you at the same time. You realize that this clarity will be short-lived. This is your first and last chance to become an ordinary mortal again. Rely on your physical power. I'd hope that's not. We have, like, more stronger than a dragon. You strain your muscles in every part of your body and unleash a crushing blow on the shadow of the abyss that has been with you for so many years. Pain, incredible pain. Part of your soul breaks off and melts away, falling into the void. You feel your power leaving you, giving you away to something new, something unknown, unimaginable, and at the same time, something not borrowed from any gods or demons, something that belongs to you and you alone.
surrounded by nothing but pathetic mortals? Then I won't waste any more of my time.
Congratulations. You have stepped onto the path of cleansing. It will not be easy, but there you will find what the Abyss tried to steal from you. Your true self. I will help you with your first steps. You must go to the places where the power forced on you manifested itself and grew inside your soul. Start with the rift in the Midnight Fane. Once you are there, you will understand what to do next. And now, I bid you farewell.
Interesting. Interesting. So the whole side quest to ridding the lower hanging shirt and showing off a bunch of my disco chest hair there. That's a whole side quest you can do to actually to rid yourself of the taint. That's really neat.
I'm too old to wander the world.
Okay, well, I already read all this for everybody, so... Have to go through all of this. Fitting Awakening just happens. I was wondering where. Okay. Okay, so that's interesting. What happens when you take the legend path is that, you get nothing. Well, other than, I guess, the side quest, sorry chat, to, become... So I have 21 more levels to gain, in theory. Yeah, that's where it stops. You are no longer on your, becoming an angel. Oh, there's endgame. So we are on this. Did confirmed. Funny, because if this was the last chapter, you'd think everything would have these next to it. In pursuit of his ill-advised goal. That's interesting, too. Will he change his mind? So if they like, keep hanging on to... Which is funny because what I also find interesting is that all of the team also did gain a mythic level. So they're like, oh, fuck that, I'm keeping the power. What are you kidding? What are you, stupid? Well, we're all keeping the power. It's only you can do whatever you want. Take a small break here, let you guys listen to some music. I wanted to think about this a little bit. I'm not sure which way I'm going to go. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep going Angel or Legend. I kind of like the idea because there's more questing involved for the Legend path, and it's like, well, here you go. And about, I guess, achieving that, but I think we started off as Angel and we'll stay Angel the whole way. That's the way I'm leaning, although I know it's going to make the game much easier, but, so I imagine shorter. But that's kind of the way I'm leaning. But I will be right back. I hope you guys are here when I return. So I appreciate all your support and you watching. So stick around. Okay, I made my decision. We're gonna stay Angel. I'm locking it in. Staying Angel. Definitely other playthroughs to do for those last choices. Dragon, all of those are really sound really interesting to me. All of them do, yeah. But we're gonna go straight forward. Just we've been good at Two Shoes Angel this whole time. We're just gonna maintain. We're just gonna hold the line. God knows how many things we have to do here. Inquisitor who was investigating a case of Durin and Tyler has a... Yeah, okay. Yeah, we know all these things, alright. Becoming a dragon.
mysterious wonder calls herself a dragon. Scion is asking the command for help. She claims her heritage grants her the ability to transform into a true dragon, but to do so she needs to track down an evil dragon and kill it, eat its heart, and wash herself in its hot blood. The young woman will need supplies and possibly a number of loyal allies. Oh! Ooh, this is interesting. A gift for Greybor. Recruit a silver dragon. We get a free general. Don't need. Yes, points. Taking this one. Greybor, who has some kill dragons, has agreed to teach the Wanderer first trade, but it will take time. Thanks to the power of the war still residing in Dresden, Demon Seed was much less bloodier than it could have been. Enough soldiers survived the Citadel to form a fighting detachment is now awaiting command orders. Oh my god, what do we have left of our army? Oh no. Commander's absence, the crusade was led by Queen Gallifrey, but everyone remembered the official title of the leader of the crusade has not been taken away from commander. His glory attached to many warriors, and the detachment of such volunteers have just arrived to the Dresden walls. I have no idea which one of these we were going to take. Military diplomacy. I'm gonna just rank everything up. That's pretty straightforward to me. Army can't do anything now. Relics can't do anything now. Other, studying the unusual crystal. Yeah, we're not doing experiments, so that's a no-brainer. That locks everything else down for now. That's just how it is. Let's go look at the campaign. What do we got left of our army? You fucks! Where's my general? Fuck me. Hello? Yeah, sign this guy, please. For why that's not working, but okay. At least he's... I thought I lost my general there. I was gonna be pissed. What do we got? We got 100 Devas. Some paladins. Some musketmen. No, this isn't working because I don't see the bottom. I know you might be, I'm not in the way, but I need to see my I'll deal with that when I leave the city. Because I have to see the recruitment bar, which I wasn't seeing. Which may not even be a thing. I don't know. It has to be a thing. Alright.
Finally.
We have a ton of stuff to do. First, in this playthrough, I gotta make sure that one thing is still here. I think it was in this room. Not seeing it, so that might be a problem.
Want to fight? Sure.
That was the... Fuck. Yeah, I was worried about that shot. So in the when we went back at Legend, we noticed that because we hadn't gone into Yeah. In this playthrough, we hadn't entered the bedroom here, and there was a chest right here that had the stuff we need to complete one of the skulls. So now we have to roll all the way back. This sucks. To here again. Womp, womp.
You screwed it up!
It happens. God, so many clicky things now.
Want to fight? Sure.
So what I'm talking about is this right here. Wasn't there, and this box here wasn't there at all either.
I hope you appreciate this.
And that one means we wouldn't have gotten that. And then now we can finish one of the storyteller items. Since I'm already here, it makes me want to go back outside and just look at the map and make sure I actually went to everyone here, because any loot that I don't get this time around, we're not getting, period. Don't see any areas. What's this? Why didn't I get down there? What I'm doing now by clicking around, and sometimes, like I said, over here, that's if somebody will reveal a path that you may not have missed, because you can't zoom in and out. So I wanted to see if she just goes in here and discovers nothing, so be it. But I want the opportunity to look. Holy shit, we just walked right through. Alright, well, we could say we've been there now, but yeah, there's definitely nothing there. Alright, let's go back. In every room, we were just mentally counting like each spot and make sure we looked in there. Out of cough again. I feel like I'm looking a little shiny suddenly, so I'm going to try and adjust these lights a little bit. There, I feel like it's a little better. Not reflecting so much fucking light. Also, like my lowest fucking V-neck in the world on all of a sudden. Yeah.
Want to fight?
lot of talk. Go. Angel Mythic Path. Still upset I don't get wings, by the way. I feel like that's BS.
Knight Commander, at last we meet. At the same time, I greet...
Oh, really?
I didn't realize.
That is true. I tried.
It is true.
Trying?
You will lose.
You will spoil a brilliant endeavor.
Aurilu has planted a piece...
Does this look familiar? Do you remember the similar wound above your own heart? That's right.
Good.
It's a password.
I...
Angel. For mythic ability. First level of abundant casting. It's like a 1, 2, and 3. No, I need like, oh yeah, it's the second level and third level of that I would need to get. You gotta start somewhere though. Alright, we got a whole bunch of quests to do. Looking forward to that. God damn it! Out of coffee. Well, it's 2 days later, too, by the way.
All to wander the world.
Alright, and finally, we are ready to move forward a little bit. I do have to do a couple things. One, Ninja Boy needs to memorize new spells. I think we decided we were going to go with Storm of Justice. I'll try one of those ones. Really wish this didn't hurt, help heal my enemies, or I'd be like all over this spell.
give that to somebody else. That'll hang on to. Well, those will be quickened now, so that's kind of neat. I think that's just a quick click and no, I'm gonna give her illusion. The next person we know we're bringing with us is currently Socio, which has some interesting opportunities here. We're gonna take Mythic Channeling for him though. Just double checking, yeah, Mythic Channeling for we gave him extra channeling with the last level too, so that was kind of no-brainer there. Camilla, you crazy bitch. Make sure she gets with the thing. She's pretty damn good with it. Obviously, this girl here. I was giving her dog Mythic myself, but I probably should give her Mythic Resolve. And I'm going to. Next one of our party members I'm still unsure about. Wolduff is interesting to me. Keeping a Shule around as an archer is definitely... That combination has been working well so far. Ember, just a straight up him as the headbutting dual wielder. I'll take her skill for now. Yeah. Yeah. What do we leave him out? I think he stays at by sessions the entire way, if I remember correctly. We get greater contagion here? No. I think maybe extension here. What was I'm curious.
It's weird, chat. Sorry. There it is. Woolly, woolly, woolly. Does not like doing that. Interesting. Okay. Oh, weird. Hello.
Let's go.
Appreciate that. Oh, please let me select things on my hotbar. Huh. Very weird. My mouse isn't carrying over. Damn it. Having problems here. All right. Well.
Let's
get
to it.
Let's just do other things first then. That doesn't involve blowing up anybody else. In the streets we have Between the Lines. I'm not sure what quest that is. Okay. Where's the storyteller hanging out these days?
All right.
See what he has to say first. Oh, hanging out over here. He is. Alright. Through a letter. The moon is peering into my window. The sole observer of my weakness, Dresden, is quiet, almost as if I am the only one in the fortress at this hour of night. I am alone. Utterly. Always. I pick up the quill and shape off a drop of ink that threatened to fall on the paper, which would have ruined what I've already, my third draft of this letter. Why am I writing it? Will he ever read it? I falter. The quill posed over the paper, but my hesitation doesn't last. I don't know where you are, my hand writes. When was this? On the eve of the Queen's departure from Dresden, the next morning she ordered forces to march on Is. Is Dresden ever quiet? Unlikely, but I am telling you Gallifrey's feeling that she's writing a letter. One's perception outside world can vary at times. Please continue. My hand is shaking. My heart pounds in my chest like a bird trying to break free of its cage. My eyes fog over. I wipe a tear from my cheek. What is happening to me? Where did this feeling of guilt come from? Have I always acted on duty? I've always acted as duty commanded. Always. A deep breath. I think the shaking has stopped, but the hand that's holding the quill can barely move. Forgive me. I wrote down the last words of the letter that he will never see. Forgive me. Forgive me. What exactly is Gallifrey feeling? Guilt or something else? I cannot answer that definitively. I merely touched upon her thoughts, tapped into a faint trace of her feelings. But I can say one thing for certain. Those feelings were strong. The pain the Queen was going through was very much real. Thank you, storyteller. Look at my items! Alright. I believe we can restore this helmet. I want to save first. Not sure what that's going to cost me when it comes to other items. Yeah, we're gonna wear that one. More strength, more AC. Okay. So, some shops set up here? What's going on here? Alright. He has nothing new to say. What about you, blacksmith? You welcome, happy to see me? Alright. It's looking like there's no new items. Oh boy. Wow, that's a lot of numbers. All right. Might buy that for a kitty cat if they get heavy. If they get heavy barding, I think they're at light currently. Yeah. So what we're noticing here is nothing new. I guess it doesn't totally surprise me. What about your connections, Willie? Uh-oh. Okay. Oh, that's really nice. That's kind of cool. What do we get here? Small wooden figure made of images. Gift was presented to you by the quartermaster, which took ground on behalf of the soldier Dresden. Each of them who prayed with the figure, hoping his success slightly reduce abysmal corruption. Charges 1. Okay. Oh, it slightly reduces abysmal corruption, so one time you said anything. Well, yeah, I know what. It doesn't mean we have to use it. I like it. It's kind of nice. I don't think Ember needs a shirt. Let's do all bonus penetration. Does not matter. Oh, that's just what it looks like. Interesting, okay. Oh, it looks fucking cool, though, if you say that. I think we have the other, rush item in our, inventory somewhere. To have him have, like, the full-on sprint at a guy, hit him, Do a bunch of damage. We have to take him out somewhere anyways. Oh, this actually is really low. Yeah, these things are crazy. That's right. Damage equal to his AC. So you're like, again, it's like 50 damage. It's okay. No belts. Well, I was sure we had something better hiding somewhere that we could get from that. Not bad. Like 32 AC pre-buff right there. Bam. Wish my alt tab was working. I don't understand what's going on here. It's like the mouse isn't switching over or something like that. I don't have that problem. Weird. Interesting. I feel like it's got to be one of these two. I like his character. This is a guy I'm more leaning towards bringing out over Shule for the next little bit. But it's one of these three. This one gives me the abilities, but I'm not using those. It's either the higher level or the extend. That's one of the more interesting options when it comes to buffs, because you can pass on personal buffs. Just on time.
You don't need heighten or quicken. Don't think we want any of the stunning criticals. We already have outflank. That's what I was looking for there, making sure we pick that up at some point in time. Combat reflexes. Still not giving me any new spells. That's a bitch. Definitely take weapon finesse move there. Then he would get. Oh my god. Don't think he needs abundant casting, but he would take. I think it's ever ready. Yeah, it's ever ready already. Interesting. Okay. Leading strike, then, I'm guessing. Yeah. Guess it's leading strike then, if we have those ones. The thing that's really all leveled up. Oh, guys, another mythic rank? Jesus Christ. There I'm getting destructive shockwave. We just have any strength. Fuck that. I'm doing mythic sneak attack. We'll do daggers. Alright, we finally... Okay, there's Wolf. He's got 3 base attacks currently. His AC is really high when he casts his spells. He's missing a helmet. Solved. That's pretty much it. Beyond that, he's okay.
Here's chat.
Oh. So rough. Oh my god.
It is cold.
Ah! Yeah. Okay.
Maybe like no good level 5 spells if I do that. It sucks. Learn better ones, or are they just all... Well, they have to be probably the transmutation skill or something like that, I'm guessing. Let's do another permanent heroism. Do it like these two here. Alright, well, maybe Woolies won't be coming with us after all.
Wanna fight? Sure.
Check out the other merchants. Other than recipes, doesn't really gonna do anything for us there. Like that's where the diamonds, but we just found a bunch when we came back to the village. so they didn't add any new equipment to the any of the merchants by the looks of it, which is kind of unfortunate considering how much money we came back with. It would be cool to have something that buy, but...
Any shortcuts?
Also hate that Darren, of all people, has angel wings, and us, the angel, do not. What the fuck? We'll talk to Lan. Where Avina is. Oh, she's in the Citadel. Doesn't look like there's much for us to do in the city of Dresden, which is, I guess, nice. But I've already spent a bunch of time here. Okay, he has no update on the Mongol situation either. That's kind of interesting. Alright. Chat, we're gonna call it there. We'll be back for the night stream in a bit later when we have to like rest up. I'll probably go around here and talk to everyone, make sure no other thing. I doubt there's any new inventory stuff, but I'm gonna let you guys know. But no point wasting your guys' time doing that during the stream. Hopefully catch you tonight later on for the night stream in a few hours. But just know wherever you're watching this, either live or on the VOD, I appreciate your support, and I hope to see you in here again soon. Ciao, everyone.